Hi everybody, we are live all across a few of our platforms today, so I just wanted to jump on and do a really quick video that we've got a few new features coming out or that have just come out, so you've got part of your Linkaroo platform. So if you've got your Linkaroo digital business card set up, if you're ready, then I'm going to dive right in. So you may join us live, you may watch this on replay on whatever channel that you may be on. I'm just going to show you a really quick demo of a couple of the features that we've got highlighted and just to highlight it in this quick video. So do put your comments in the chat, do message me after this if you get any questions on what I'm doing here, but we are going to show you what we're doing. So assuming you've set up your account, assuming you've created your content as you see fit, then we are going to jump into a few of the new features. Now, those of you that have been on the platform for a couple of months, a few months or a while now, you may recognize there's a couple of things that are new. I'm going to highlight my mouse right here. Actually, I'm going to start sharing my screen, in fact, because you can't see what I'm looking at. So let me share my screen first and foremost. So let me just get back to this window. I'm going to share this one here. So, and I'll bring this into the live stream. And I'm going to bring myself down to that bottom corner here. So can you see me okay? Everything all right? Everything good on Radio Land and virtual world? So still getting used to this, a bit new software to let us live stream on different platforms. So now you can see my desktop, you can see within the software, and you can see what I see, what you see as well. So if you're used to the platform, if you've used it for a good while already, the keen amongst you may notice that we have these two little icons down here. Now I'll go with them first because this is quite an exciting feature. We've got a schedule option, right? So hypothetically, you can see on the right here, this first one, sign up for a free and enter today's competition. So this is a competition where we got people to sign up to Linkaroo. So if I open this up and edit it, you'll see that it goes to our sign up page. It's got sign up for free. It's got this, it's got an image, blah, blah, blah. So if I save and close that, fantastic. If I switch it on, then you can see it here. This Linkaroo now has this block on its page and it's front and center. That's my call to action. If I was going to an event or if I was exhibiting at a show, and I wanted that link to be front and center on my digital business card or on my landing page right here. But I only wanted it to be live during that exhibition. So say you wanted it between 10 in the morning and 4 in the afternoon if you're going to an event. And then the evening you're going to just a networking meeting where it's just normal and you want to give out your regular digital business card. So what you would do then is you would have this live and you would come to this schedule link. So it's a little calendar icon that's here. And we're going to say show at, and today is the 6th of May. So if I chose the 6th of May and then I'll choose a time, so it's already 11:36. So let's say 11:30, 11:40. Let's say 11:40, and then we're going to hide it today as well. I'm going to say the 6th of May, but then we're going to hide it at 11:43. Right. So during this, I will try and remember to refresh my screen to show you what it looks like. If I save and close that, so it shows it this time, hides it that time. You can see it's hidden at the minute. It remains live, and when I go to the live actual page, it is not there. So please do jump in the comments when it goes to 11:40. I will come back, I will refresh this page. You'll see that I will have done nothing else, but that button will now be displayed. So you can see it's live. You can see there's a schedule on it because the icon is now green. So that's where you can basically control when you show and you hide specific bits of content. And that can be working across any of your bits of content down here. So thank you for the comment. Great feedback. I can see that coming through. I'm just going to write a message. If I can reply back to that one. Let me just see. Anyway, right, so on to our next feature, right? So what we've got next is the star icon that's right beside the calendar icon, the scheduling icon, where you want to maybe highlight a specific call to action. So again, I am going to use a different one because this is hidden for the moment. If I scroll down and maybe I want to highlight this one here, get more 5-star reviews. So I come down here and I find my link of get more 5-star reviews. And I'm going to hit this highlight action. Now within this, you'll be used to a few different animations that you might have seen from elsewhere, but it starts off with none, but then you've got bounce. Now, again, just to kind of preview it, just save and close, and then that's going to start seeing what it does here. It literally bounces on the screen. And again, if I come back to the live version here, refresh this screen, and I'll scroll down, you can see that that call to action is actually bouncing. It's highlighting what's going on here. So that's just one of our animations, just to highlight a link, and that will continually bounce. But if you want to change that action, if you want to change that highlight, simply go from bounce to jello. You can play about with these and see the preview of all of them. So whatever it is, it's eye-catching. And if you've got something that you really want people to take notice of, then you can use these. But just, yeah, there's lots to play with, or a good number to kind of play with there. Whatever works for you, whatever highlights best your call to action, then you can use that. Really exciting, just a little bit of difference. It gives that bit of movement to your digital business card and your Linkaroo, so that people can say, wow, right, that's what I should be looking at. That's what I should be aiming for. Let's click on that and see what's going on. This is where my eye is drawn to. So that's two out of a few of our features that we've got just added. The other one that we've added here, really, really exciting for all you marketers out there. Fantastic opportunity to get more leads in. Now, obviously, all your links can lead to your website, can lead to your inquiry form, can lead to wherever you want them to sign up or whatever you want them to do. But we have also now included a new block, and we're calling that the leads block. So you see here, when you add in a new block, you have this question mark leads. So this is where you're going to build out a leads form. So basically a form. So again, you can have whatever you want on this. You can enter a title. So if I entered in title, want some info on what I do, and then it could be sign up to a January newsletter or Kickstarter or this and that, get information on our latest product, whatever it is you want them to sign up for or get information on. You put in a bit more detail, fill in your email, and I'll be in touch. So what we'll ask for is their name and their email address by default. So we'll ask for those two pieces of information. If you want to ask for a phone number, you can simply toggle that on, offer space for a message. So let me just make it really simple just now. So you can go down these things, you can toggle these things on, and just send inquiry is what will show on the button. So if I save and close that, and I'm going to come back to the live one because I realize that's 11:40 now. So hopefully that has all worked its way up. I'm going to scroll to the top, refresh. So you saw that I didn't change anything. And here we have that scheduled link now showing. It's now 11:40, 11:41. So our scheduled link is now showing because at 11:41. Fantastic that it works as it should, as you'd expect. So it's going to go live at 11:40. It's going to stop at 11:53. So if I'm still live, which I imagine it will be in 2 minutes' time, then that will disappear in 2 minutes' time. But coming down here, at the very bottom, here's your call to action. So want some info on what I do, fill in the email, and I'll be in touch very soon. So you get name, email, send an inquiry, and that's it. Super simple. You can get their email address. You can really build out this form a little bit more, as I showed you. If I can open this back up, you can ask for a phone number, offer space for a message, collect consent for marketing. So you could actually take a tick box, and then you're allowed to put that into your mailing list. You can link to your privacy policy if you want to. Obviously, just grab the URL of your privacy policy. Or you can obviously have this privacy policy at the very bottom of your Linkaroo. Send inquiry, you can change that to something different. I want that info. Send it to me. Something a bit fun. And again, if you want to get email notifications every single time that a lead is filled in on this block, then simply toggle this on, and it's defaulted to your account email address, but you can change it over to specific users or members of staff that you've got within your team. And lastly, you've got the option to connect your inquiry submitted via a webhook. So if you use Zapier, if you use any kind of software or CRM that has the ability to create a webhook, then we can hook into that. So simply just put the URL of the webhook in there. We will send this information via that webhook, and it can be grabbed by your CRM, automatically put in there, automatically put into MailChimp or whatever active campaign newsletter you use. But simply put in the URL of the webhook in there, and it will automatically fire that across to whatever platform. So through Zapier, you can connect up to hundreds and thousands of different platforms. So making it really easy. So I've added in a good bit more content there. If I come back here, I believe we're 11:43. So was that the time when this was going to disappear? It was 11:43. Your scheduled link is now disappeared. So you can see that your scheduled link will go live and will stop as you planned. Right down the bottom, the call to action bit also is want some information, want some info on what I do, fill in your email, and I'll be in touch very, very soon. So now we're asking for name, email address, phone, message your inquiry. You can tick to receive the newsletter and offers. You can change that text, obviously, when I'm down here. That doesn't need to say that, but you can tick to receive newsletters and offers. You can see that's there. But simply, if I was to fill this in, so test, and then test@list.com. You can see that all that's required is the name and the email address. The phone and the message at this point are just optional. Tick to receive this newsletter and offers. I'm going to leave that out because maybe I don't want to get your newsletters and offers, but I want the information. So simply click that. It's submitted. If I come back here, now I would receive an email as I've turned on email notifications. Where I, as a business, would come to in this instance would be over to the left-hand side here, to this leads block area on the left. And you can see right here, name was test@list.com. Consent for marketing was not given. It was entered on Friday, the 6th of May at 11:44, and you've not contacted them yet. So this will be a list of leads that potentially come into your form. And then when you contact that person, then you can simply just mark it as contacted. Or if you're managing this outside of our system, then you can just use it in your CRM. You'll have a whole kind of follow-up procedure in place for that. But this is where you can say, right, okay, I've reached out to Test and I've contacted them. I've done what they've asked for and I've contacted them. So you simply mark that as contacted, looks at content over there. So maybe once a week, you can jump into here and actually have a look and see what ones have I not contacted, and then you can actually action that. But there we have a few different features that we've got on the books just now. Our last one, no, I believe that's all for the moment. We've got a few more in the pipeline. The last one that we do have actually, which I'd like to show you, is this bottom one. So at the very, very bottom block that you've got, again, you've got your schedule, you've got a highlight, and what you've also got is this, make this a sticky footer block. Okay, so this only appears on the very, very bottom block that you've got on your digital business card. So down here, I've moved my social one because that makes a bit more sense. You'll see why in a wee second. If I was to highlight this, make it a sticky footer, that then makes it a sticky footer. It goes below the kind of actual footer of the digital business card. If I come back here and refresh, you will see that this block actually remains sticky on the bottom of your Linkaroo. No matter where you scroll down to, again, this can be your contact buttons. This can be whatever you want it to be. Just remember, when you use something big, if you were to make this a sticky footer, it would take up a lot of space on your Linkaroo. So you want to make it something nice and concise like this, so that people can scroll about and still see the rest of the content within your Linkaroo. But you can have that as a sticky footer, whether it's your contact buttons, whether it's just one link, whether it's just a bit of text that always stays there. Whatever you want, you can have as your sticky footer. And that will always be on the bottom one. You can't have that obviously as a second bottom or third bottom. So that's how it goes. But I'm going to finish up there, folks. So I think, as you can see, we've got schedule links, we've got highlight links, we've got the leads block, and we've got sticky footers. So we've got a few different features that have been updated for you, ready to go live for you to play about with, add in to your Linkaroo, give it a go, make the most of it, and get connecting. But until I speak to you again, have a fantastic Friday and have a fantastic day. Cheers. And